hours. Fergal Keane, BBC News, Jerusalem.
Now, Jeremy Konyndyk is the president of the humanitarian organisation Refugees International. He also served previously in the Obama administration. He gave me his reaction to the attack on the Jabalia refugee camp.
Disproportionate and unjustified, and as such, this approach to targeting, even if there were a legitimate military target, as the IDF alleges, would be illegal and is illegal under international law because it completely disregards the civilian harm that was created by the attack, and so it violates the laws of war for that reason, and is clearly a war crime.
Well, Israel's president has told the BBC that they are trying to minimize the civilian casualties, but because of all these bombings, what exactly is the scale of displacement for refugees and also aid workers in Gaza?
The scale of displacement now is enormous. There was one report, I think, from The Economist earlier today or yesterday that estimates about 10% of the housing stock in all of Gaza has been destroyed. That is not indicative of an operation that is making any serious attempt to minimize civilian casualties and civilian harm. And it really, frankly, makes a mockery of the repeated entreaties by the U.S. government, including by President Biden, to the Israeli government and to President Netanyahu to minimize civilian harm and to abide by international law. President Biden first called for this 3 weeks ago in his speech on October 10th. There's no indication that the Israelis are listening.
Well, the US and Israel have been reportedly discussing about how to get aid into Gaza. They've said that up to 100 trucks are needed, but it's not there yet. What supplies are you hearing are most needed in Gaza right now?
Well, everything is needed in Gaza right now. They need shelter materials. They need medical supplies. They need food. They need water. More than perhaps anything else, they need fuel to run all the rest of it, because without fuel, you can't distribute the aid, you can't run the bakeries, you can't run the distribution trucks, and you can't run the water facilities. But I think what that underscores is that aid is not the most important humanitarian priority right now. The most important humanitarian priority right now is respect for the laws of war. And frankly, in the complete absence of that what we're seeing from all sides, there must be a ceasefire.
Jeremy Konyndyk speaking to me a little earlier.